I'm just a girl.
If you're cooking for your boyfriend who's not your husband, you messed up still.
Okay, but damn, $70 for lunch?
Cuss on the camera once you start arguing with him, he is against you.
There's about to be $2,000 on my face.
$2,000?
After 3 months, you are paying my bills.
If you're cooking for your boyfriend who's not your husband, you messed up still.
I beg your pardon?
You don't cook for men who are not your husband unless they're paying you and you're a chef and your name is on a check. If you do, you're a pick-me. I'm sorry.
What is we talking about?
Unless he's going to put you on his wheel and as the beneficiary of his insurance policy, you can't cook for him.
You Negroes are psychologically destroyed. You're done. You're done.
So if he wants you to cook for him, have your name on some type of document where you are compensated in the future. Okay? Because you're putting in work as a wife and you're not getting any wife benefits. So,
Nigga, what?
She is setting women back a whole nother decade talking like this because that's going to impress a man the most if you can cook something. If you want your bills paid, cook a meal. You want a man to give his all to you, cook a meal. You really want something out of a man, ladies, listen here. Learn how to cook. The quicker you know how to cook, the quicker you're going to get to him.
I see why you men want to go 50-50 with women now. Long story short, my man got a new phone because he broke his phone and he bought a new one. He had a 12 Pro Max and I said, hey, can I have the phone? He said, yeah, you can have it, but you got to get it fixed because the screen is broken. I said, okay, I'll go drop the phone off to get fixed. And then I decided to go get some lunch. And I'm like, hey, you want something? I'll pick up something for you. We done got 2 margaritas and lunch and it's $70. I feel like it's a fair trade because I get a phone and I'm like, okay, but damn, $70 for lunch? But that's for 2 people. Keep in mind, he does eat more than I eat. My meal was probably like $24, but that every single day to have to keep up with you're eating a lot and then somebody else is eating on top of that is a lot of money. And then on top of that, to be paying somebody whole rent, of course he's gonna want to go 50-50. I quite literally want to ask him to send me half for this meal. But I'm not gonna do that because, I want to, give back because he always giving me stuff. Man, is this how y'all been feeling all this time? I'm okay with going 50-50 for a good amount of time, but at a certain point to where I get to a certain age, I want my man to be able to take care of me. And that's how I feel.
In other words, you not looking for 50-50. You're saying, hey, I want 50-50 for now because I don't want you guys to get in the comments and say anything. But you're technically saying, I still want a man to pay for everything. Women, you have to understand, it's going to be easy to find a man to pay for everything. It's going to be hard to keep him. You need to specialize in cooking right now, doing house chores right now, doing stuff that's going to be a helpmate towards his dream to help him build. If you have your own goals and dreams, do not get with a man. Only get with a man when you're ready to be a helpmate. So if you want a man to pay all the bills, learn how to cook and learn how to make sure that all his money don't get spent up on your emotions.
Y'all, I'm pretty sure I used to deal with a narcissist. I used to be calm as but he used to argue with me and make up some shit or do some crazy stuff to me. And as soon as I started reacting, he'd cut on the camera. Try to make me look crazy. It's weird. When you're dealing with those type of men, they are dangerous. Get away from them. If the man that you're dealing with cuss on the camera once you start arguing with him, he is against you. Let that man go. You probably be in custody and you be like, damn, I thought I was arguing with him. The whole time, he trying to set you up.
No, this is called a man protecting himself because women like to tell lies whenever arguments start, and then they know how to get the man in trouble. You have to believe if she calls, they're going to automatically believe her. He pulls out the camera. That way he ain't sitting in jail trying to prove something and he got to get a lawyer for no reason. Smart man, get in the comments to let me know if you would have did the same thing.
So as you all know, I've been dating a married man for over 2 years now. And he left his wife, but mentally he has not left his wife. And I don't know what to do. I've been cooking my best meals. I've been wearing lingerie. I've been trying to do a little thing. I've been doing everything that I can possibly think of. And he just does not seem like he's there with me. Should I stick it out or let him go home to his wife?
Stick it out. You're already the side chick. You're already comfortable. All he's going to do is get another side chick. He's not leaving his wife no matter what. Men are like that. The one they love may not be the one that they want to get the pleasure from. You're just a pleasure girl. Enjoy the benefits. The only thing that's going to happen is you're going to get out there in the streets. You're going to get ran through by a whole bunch of other guys, and you're going to find yourself being a side chick all over again. You might as well just stick to your side chick role and make the best of it.
So I have zero shame in telling a man that after 3 months, you are paying my bills. And if you're not, bye-bye.
Oh, I can hear the hearts just breaking from here.
There's 7 billion people in the world. If you can't do it, somebody else will. So I have no shame. I'm kind of sort of trying to find somebody to bring me food every once in a while. Like, talking to a guy and I said, yeah, after 3 months you pay my bills. And he said, no.
That's not surprising at all, because it sounds like that man actually has some self-respect.
Like, a guy knows. Like, oh, if I really like her and she's not crazy, yeah, I would pay her bills. Maybe I threw it out there too soon.
Maybe you just shouldn't have thrown it out there at all.
Men don't understand the investment and the benefit and how we're trying to make sure that we're not getting played. I can't help you, men. Don't talk to us. You're not the one. We're not talking to brokies.
Fortunately, not all women think like this, but unfortunately, it is the ones that do that tend to speak the loudest, and are the main reason that a lot of men are choosing to remain happily single.
These type of comments make a man want to be even more single. What women are not realizing is a man don't mind paying bills. A man don't mind providing for you, but he does not want you to ask for it up front. He does not want you to lead the relationship based off of that. Why? Because it tears away the chemistry. If he wanted to pay for a woman, all he'll have to do is order up one. If a man wants to take you out on a date, that he's probably trying to build. So he has to make sure there's chemistry there. But women, you're automatically coming in trying to charge him to be a girlfriend.
Men should always pay on the first date, and this is why.
Girl, tell us why.
There's about to be $2,000 on my face.
$2,000? Girl, what the hell you putting on your goddamn face?
Starting with Dior Moisturizer, $135. Dior Capture Review Serum, $125. Dior Primer, $50. Armani Primer, $46. Polish Filter, $49. Chanel Liquid Highlighting Drops, $57. Dior Foundation, $57. Dior Concealer, $40. Chanel Bronzer, $60. Chanel Multi-Use Stick, $50. Chanel Blush Stick, $54. YSL Highlighter, $27. Chanel Powder, $56. Dior Bronzer, $50. Dior Highlight, $50. Dior Backstage, $48. These Dior Blushes, $80 total. Dior Backstage, $52. Eyeshadow, $68. Dior Eyeliner, $35. $68. Bay Moonstone, $24. Eyeliner, $35. Eyelash Curler, $35. Dior Mascara, $33. YSL Mascara, $35. Royal Lip Liner, $24. Charlotte Tilbury Liner, $25. Chanel Lip Duo, $48. Chanel Lip Gloss, $40. Urban Decay Setting Spray, $36. Total cost is $1,745.
Well, goddamn, you gotta put all that on your face? You a whole little filter.
If you're a girl, make sure the man pays.
She can't be serious, right?
Don't waste $2,000 on nothing.
Oh, he needs to pay because you put $2,000 on your face. But who gonna pay the $800 car note and the $500 insurance on the car that he used to come get you? The $100 that he put in that gas tank to come get you? The outfit he bought to go on a date with you, that's probably like $200. The cologne that he sprayed on him, that's probably like $100 or more. The haircut he went and got, that's like $50. At this point, girl, you probably owe him.
I have to agree with that because she has to understand, the woman that's putting on the makeup, you're going to use that makeup to go on a date with a lot of guys. So if we was to break down the total cost of your makeup, it probably averages out to maybe $1.50 per guy that you go out with based off the amount of guys that you're going to go out with. They're all going to pay for that bottle. You're not going to use all that stuff in one setting. It'll take you months to go through it. And in that month's time, think about how many guys that you're going to run through. So you're actually only worth maybe $1.50.
I know I'm an independent woman, okay? I get it. However, us independent women love being treated with so much softness because there's not enough of it in our life. Every aspect of my life, I have to be strong. I have to show up for my kids, my job. I have to support myself. I have to do everything with such a strong mentality that when a man comes in and allows you this softness to just simply exist in your soft feminine energy, it's such a gift. So when you show up, I can't wait to meet you and be soft. That's going to be such a radical change for me. I know I'm an independent woman.
The chances of you meeting a real man is very low because it sounds like you are a single mother under a lot of pressure. The best thing for you to do is get you a good FB and see if it builds up over time.
Hey, yo, I posted this pic in my story the other day, right, to show the world how beautiful Lil' Kim was. She was drop dead gorgeous, hands down, right? And a woman hit me in my DM and was like, damn, I never seen that picture of Kim. I never actually knew how beautiful Kim was before all them surgeries. And I'm like, yes, that's why I chose this pic to show the younger generation of what chasing perfection could turn out. It could go bad. So we know whatever Kim was going through, whatever demon she was fighting, whatever dude was making her not feel beautiful, she started to chase perfection. And right here, you can see this is where she started. And I felt she should have stopped there. I felt she never needed it, but she kept going. And we all see how it played out, right? In my hood, a few women, they died under the knife, chasing that perfection. So I always be telling my daughters now in this generation with all the surgeries, which I'm not knocking, but these little girls is seeing this is perfection and they chasing somebody else's beauty. They chasing perfection, and like Kim, whatever it was she was going through, she started running away from her own natural beauty because somebody made her believe that her natural beauty wasn't enough.
Women start to feel ugly just by not getting enough attention. What Little Kim faced is being in Hollywood, where a lot of women are pretty. The more women surround themselves that are pretty, and the pretty girls are outnumbering the average girls esteem would drop so low to where they want to get plastic surgery because they're just not grabbing and getting the same attention as the other girls. They look at the women who do have the guys with money, but they're not realizing those girls who do have the guys with money actually go to the gym. They actually eat healthy. They actually take care of themselves. The plastic surgery is for girls who are not disciplined and lazy. They're still going to eat the fast food. They're still going to do bad things, and they're thinking the plastic surgery covers all of that up when it only makes them look older.
Anybody have a husband that when you're in the middle of telling them a story that you're kind of looking at him as you're telling the story and thinking, he's not fucking listening. Then you stop in mid-story, maybe even at a point that is really grippingly interesting, and you just stop, and they don't say, why'd you stop? Are you going to continue? I'm dying to hear the rest of your story, or what's going on? Why'd you stop? Do any of your husbands just do nothing? They actually didn't even notice that you stopped telling the story? Anybody else experience this?
Because men get so used to women just running their mouth for no reason that they learn to drown you out. That's where I tell men, you want to start getting a woman to respect you, start ignoring her because she goes through so many mood swings. And every time she has a mood swing, she has another story that she wants to tell. Get used to not saying nothing, and then every now and then she'll notice you're not saying nothing.
I'm just a girl. Y'all, look at this. I'm just a girl. I'm just a girl.
Yep. And when you go in the tire shop looking like that and you couldn't realize it because you're just a girl and you didn't have no man to tell you what was going wrong, you're going to pay the most money for tires. It's the same with brakes. You're going to pay the most. Women get charged the most because they're just a girl. And I tell women all the time, if you don't get yourself a man because you think you're too good for one, you're going to end up paying a man to do manly things.
Hey, can y'all rate me a scale of 1 to 10, please?
0. God damn it.
You ugly. How am I ugly?
You're very ugly. Skip me.
You don't like my fit?
No. Look at your Crocs. They dirty as shit.
Hey, can y'all rate me a scale?
Generation Z dudes, listen here, bro. You guys should know right now, you should not be wasting your time putting yourself in positions for women to just dog you out. They're having a field day now. Get to the money. That's pretty much the only thing you can do.
I would get rid of PE class because you're just being graded on things that you may or may not be able to do.
They must not have math at the schools that you've attended, because that's like the whole point, ain't it? Testing you on things that you may or may not know how to do. I remember when I was in elementary school, they taught me that 1 + 2 = 3. Then you go up to the higher grades, and all of a sudden they done toss the letter off in there, talking about find the value of your ex and why you dated them. I don't know. Got you doing Pythagorean theorem, long division, when the whole point of division is to shorten the answer. That don't even make sense to me at all. But at least in PE, it's a participation grade. All you got to do is participate and, do the fitness gram pacer test.
She want to get rid of PE because she don't want to get in there and work out. She just lazy.